It's time for the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in a city that sure had its share of memorable playoff games in the past. Pittsburgh, PA at Heinz Field. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between our visitors and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Get it.
Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down.
Los Angeles.
Ready up.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Greystone, travel.
Check out.
Back to throw. Herbert caught by Allen. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Looks pretty evident what they want to do. The same connection to start the game on back-to-back throws.
But when you've got a big-time target, you've got to go to him. The flip side is, shouldn't the defense know that? They should be better prepared.
Absolutely. They're going to have to step up and in a hurry. They'll run here with Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
15, line it. 15 line.
Come on, QB, come on.
Go, Mike 50, Mike 50.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going
Now.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Operating from the gun. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. 4th down and on his tie long to punt.
Take a seat. You can't stop me.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. They're pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10.
at their own 37-yard line.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up first and 10 at their own 37. First carry for James Conner. And an alley to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Better bring it. You better bring it.
Right back to Conner here on first. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the slants. Watch the slants.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 26. On 1st and 10 is Counter. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, it's Counter. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This will be, 38 yards out. Boswell's kick is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. He rifles one that's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Ben leaves to counter on the draw. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6-man. Check girls. Check cross, check cross.
On second down, it's Connor, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
All right, now, blue 30, Snickers, 66. What's left? All day, pump.
They'll run on first down. Connor, this will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Let's get out the field, defense.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. But all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what's said there is, guess what, guys? We take this ball, move it downfield, and put it in the end zone, we're right back to even. Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin Bush gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you, you got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will make our score 9-0. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll be in search of their initial points in the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with a 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Taken down back at the 20-yard line.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Herbert. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. Now the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
Check 56. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Jim. Whip. Snickers. Now spin. 36. 22-jet bomber.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster. 27 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Boswell good with the extra point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. 2nd and long. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Herbert, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Come on, set. 90 Wolf. Championships, baby. Hey, Alpha. Mike's 50. Here we go, D. All day, defense.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. Allen, the intended receiver. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This is taking just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Under 10, 10. Hey.
Roethlisberger will hand a counter. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Like 80! 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Here we go.
On third down, Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
A couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side.
Come on, baby. Let's go!
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. In the wild card game last week, he had 4 catches, and now he has his 4th catch here.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Draw play. It's Eckler. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Once more, here's Eckler. And an alley to run. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Let's go. 10 Lobo. Protein spill. Get it.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Connor. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now on 2nd and 13. Roethlisberger to the right side to Eric Ebron. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Connor looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. In for the score. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
On the double. 50, Mike 50. Mike 50. Watch your slant. Watch your slant. Big 50.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. Hunter Henry brings it in. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Ready? 55 to Mike. Check. 55 to Mike. Hey, let's get some penetration.
Off the play fake. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And the pressure gets to him again. T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Ty Long now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, Charlie. Ready?
On 4th down, Herbert, he's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Ready? Black 80. Alert, alert. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
On 1st down, it's Connor. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Nick Perry. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's see what you got.
Again, a run with Connor. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. 25 yards as his guys continue to pour it on.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Ready, break.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Tight end right. We got it. We got 3.
Now Eckler. He's got a 1st down past the 30. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. Allen's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. This quarterback now, 6. 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
6-6, pull it high. 50's the mic. Hey, Echo. All day, dog. Yo, go, go. I don't think you got it, son. Get it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run with Connor. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Tighten up.
Now it's Connor. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on 1st down. Connor, and he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again, trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Why they say?
And they will take a knee here.
Roethlisberger on the keeper.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.